Welcome to the Sonic 1 glitch compilation. All glitches. Today we're gonna cover hopefully all the glitches known in Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I've been asked to do one of these for Sonic 1 after making the Sonic 2 glitch compilation, and I'm open to getting more views, so thank you, kind viewer. Here's how we're gonna go about this. Part 1 is going to be overall glitches that can be done on more than one zone or just about anywhere in the game. Part 2 is zone-specific glitches, which includes the title screen, which there won't be many here except for Marble or Labyrinth. Oh shit, spoilers, tee-hee-hee. Part 3 is going to be debug stuff, and Part 4 is the agonizing clips in this game, and 5 is the few I can't replicate. You got all that? Are you ready? Alright, let's go. I just want to preface this by saying that I'm playing on a totally genuine Sega Genesis, no save states at all. Okay, this glitch only happens when you use an emulator, and I'm using Gens. It's honestly pretty funny. Emulators replicate a console, including its flaws and powers. However, sometimes they make a boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo!
Nintendo can tell you about that one with Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I'll come back to the title screen stuff later. So probably the most well-known glitch is the spike glitch, aka fuck you, you're dead, you stupid ass plank glitch. In Sonic, when you get hit by something, you fall back and get invincibility to help you recover. Well, not for spikes. The developers made an oopsie whoopsie fucky wucky, so if you land on spikes and bounce into more spikes, you just get screwed over. Several spots, it's an instant death. Some even with a shield. Green Hill has many spots where this happens, and so does the funnest zone in the game. And Marble sometimes. It's an absolute middle finger troll face moment. Also, this glitch was fixed in later versions of the game, like the one in Mega Collection, so it is a glitch. At the end of any act that isn't Act 3, you can find these hidden bonus points around the signpost. There is 100 point and 10,000 bonus points. But hey, wait a minute, that doesn't add up. I got 2 100s and... PIMDOS, carry 3... The 100 point bonus isn't added to your score correctly. They give you 10 each, while the 10k ones give you 10k like they're supposed to. For newer players, that really sucks, since 50,000 points gives you an extra life. Do you want to slightly mess up the music? Great. Find a 1-up box, any 1-up box, and smash it. Now once the jingle fades out, pause the game. Now unpause. Sounds different, huh? Doing this takes out the percussion layer of the music. Here's what it's supposed to be. And here's the glitch version. Getting invincibility or simply pausing again or beating the level makes it normal again. Here's a small visual glitch. I'm sure everyone has done this, but by pushing up against some objects, it causes Sonic to stay in his pushing animation. One of these objects is capsules at the end of a boss. Jump to the switch from the right and land near it on the left before it's done exploding, and Sonic will casually just push nothing. In the same vein, being against some objects makes you do a walking jump, like the rock in Emerald Hill Act 2 and Labyrinth in several spots, including the coin box switch puzzle, the pushable blocks in Marble, and so on. This can happen in the final boss too, but I could only get it in Robotnik's Revenge of the ROM hack. Now, bear with me here. I know these visual glitches are really exciting and you're gonna shit and piss and cum, but this is how I scripted the video. Next glitch is a visual one. Past 9 minutes, the timer starts flashing red. which is to pretty much indicate that you need to hurry the hell up. However, collecting a ring makes it stop blinking, and then losing the ring makes both the ring and the timer start flashing. The timer is always supposed to be flashing, no matter what. I don't think of this as anything to write home about, but Sonic Retro says it's a glitch, so here it is. Okay, enough of this. Let's move on to zone-specific glitches. Back to the totally normal title screen. Do you notice anything missing? If you said press start button text, then you'd be correct. There is actually text here telling you how to play the game if you've never held a controller before. However, the Sega intro doesn't want you to see this. Due to the fade out from the Sega intro, the text is still transparent. If you don't play the Sega intro, then the text will be visible. Somehow the text is linked to something on the intro like a layer or something. It's pretty silly. Next, you can turn Sonic into a crippling alcoholic. If you don't do anything on the title screen, 1 of 4 demos will play showing you what you're getting into. 1 is Green Hill, 2 is Marble, 3 is the Spring Yard, and 4 is the special stage. But when the demo plays, if you hold A, B, or C, Sonic will basically become drunk and have hell getting through the stage. Pressing one of these buttons takes away his ability to jump, and the demo gets all out of sync. Marble is lovely, he just falls into lava and dies. Although the special stage isn't much different from actual gameplay. You see how the background is scrolling? How it's completely normal and not spooky at all? It looks nice.
He's nice.
Now, if we get a game over, it takes you back to the title screen and the background still scrolls. Now, game over by drowning. This isn't for the lighthearted, so look away. Oh my gosh, it's horrible! It's not moving at all! Make it stop! I can't explain why this happens, it's just pretty jarring to see. On to Green Hill. Both of these are in Green Hill Act 1. Going through the tunnel at the end of the level with way too much speed will result in Sonic going 4 parallel universes ahead and creating a pit that ends him right on the spot. Kinda weird how you can go too fast in a game about going fast that isn't fast in several zones. You can't just run fast into them and hope to make a pit. To get enough speed, you have to jump while going through the loop at the right time. The timing is different than it is in Sonic 2. You have to jump about here. This will give you a nice speed boost to wave dash into the death pit. The other glitch is very minor but pretty funny to look at. On the first ramp you encounter, if you move next to its peak, Sonic will freak the hell out. Honestly, it looks like I'm playing a shitty Game Maker fan game. A lot of the glitches in Green Hill take place in debug mode or other areas, so I'll cover them later. Next up is Marble. This zone has a lot more going on in it. Let's start off with this lava ride in Act 3. Most lava rides have these floating block formations that you have to jump onto. However, on this specific ride, you can just duck right through them. You can't duck through the other ones, just on this lava ride. Unducking at the wrong time will result in you dying. Going off the walk jumping glitch, in Act 1 at the start, push this block into the switch like normal. Then if you're precise enough, jump from the block and land into the bat. The game scrolls the camera way too far, which creates a death pit. This one's pretty hard to do, it took a shitload of attempts, and then it just ended up happening. Now, technically this is a clip, but just done in a different than usual way. Going to Marble 2, there is a shield box just before the lava ride. Hitting a box from below makes it drop down, so this one is also sort of precise. Jump at about this angle, then quickly get underneath the box. Pressing left will zip you into the wall. Press it again to be flung into a later part of the act. Pretty useful for skipping a lava ride. Kinda useless, but at the end of the lava wave, instead of escaping safely, stand next to the wall and let the lava wave consume you. Yep, you can push yourself into the wall for an instant death. Nice. Ducking into the wall during the lava ride in Act 3 and unducking will result in something similar. The next two can be done in all the Marble Zone acts. Spikes in this zone can be, well, less than effective coming from the edges of them, especially if there is a wall. They just kind of push you away. I don't want to kill you, man. Here, just move over and act like nothing happened. There isn't any fancy clips utilizing this, unfortunately. The spikes just don't work right from the edges. Finally, in the same vein as clips, but not like it'll be shown in that section, there are a few moving platforms blocking little bonus areas with ring boxes and such. But if you want to be slick, find one of these bonus things, making sure there's a piece of wall above. Get to the very edge of the platform, as far as you can go. Then once at its peak, press the direction away from the bonus room. Congratulations! Now the tiles are all fucked up. Everything here is still functional and walking away just fixes it. A pretty cool visual glitch. Spring Yard doesn't really have anything. There's a clip and a glitch that I couldn't get. So let's move on to the hands down best zone in the game, Labyrinth. Oh boy! Labyrinth starts to get interesting. While not really the best stage, it is the best stage for glitches. Let's start off strong with Gay Baby Jail, the Simple Flip Special. At the end of either Act 1 or 2, and you get to the flagpole, don't go past it. When it just barely shows on screen, go back. Now that the screen stops, go back to the flag. And what? The flag fucking disappears. You're stuck here now. There's no way out. Unless you reset or wait till your timer hits 10 minutes. I guess it's not 100% Gay Baby Jail, but it's close enough. This doesn't happen in any other zone. Only in Labyrinth 1 and 2. Staying with the flagpoles, let's do the first and only game crash. After passing the flagpole, simply roll or duck while off screen, which is a highly illegal maneuver. Doing so straight up crashes the game due to it jumping to code that it can't load, thus making it crash. Again, this only happens in this zone. Rolling at the end of any other act doesn't result in the crash. The next two glitches are also in Sonic 2, and possibly 3. In the water, be next to something that can hurt you, and for Sonic 1, near the top of the water and a floor. In other words, after the water slide puzzle of Act 3. Right before you drown, get hit by said hazard out of the water. Doing so does very little, but it does get rid of the drowning sprite. Sonic 2's version gives you time to run around a little bit before just falling off screen. The glitch wasn't that cool, so let's get infinite lives. In Act 3, make your way to the water current pole area, and make sure you only have one life with no rings. Line yourself up in front of the spikes, and keep in mind the poles do break after a little bit. Now drown while hanging on to the pole. Now right when you drown, press A to fling yourself into the spikes. And just like that, you have 255 lives. Getting another life moves it back up to 0, but in actuality it's 256. So how does this happen? I can't explain why Sonic somehow let go of something while he's dead, but the game still thinks that you're in the pole holding state. I guess I did explain it. Drowning takes one life, so does hitting the spike. So you're really dying twice. However, the game doesn't do negative numbers. Going past 0 makes a lives number underflow all the way back up to 255, which is the highest number. But wait, you said getting another life makes it go to 256. How is it possible if 255 is the highest? Okay, I honestly have no clue. It just does, okay? I wish this glitch was in Act 1 of Labyrinth, but it still helps for Act 3 and the rest of the game. Here's two things I haven't seen documented anywhere. First being a visual glitch. Woohoo! In the very start of Act 3, you'll see these drill enemies that pop out of the ground. Although if you destroy the first one, the sprites don't feel too good. For whatever reason, the sprite gets all garbled up, possibly because of the text from the act transition. Okay, now the next one, Sonic will fucking levitate. This one is kinda difficult to pull off, and I've only gotten it on this coin box. Sorry, ring monitor for that guy in the comments. In Act 2. And the moving platforms of Marble Act 1 for a very brief moment. Jump from below to the very bottom edge of the ring monitor and hold right. If you get it just right, Sonic will fucking float. Letting go and quickly pressing right again can zip him right back up to his floating position. As far as I know, I haven't seen anybody document it on sites like Sonic Retro or on YouTube. So if this is the first documentation, I'm gonna call it wall levitation. Bonus glitch! Another small one, but when you jump from a waterfall, you go into a ball like usual. However, sometimes Sonic jumps with his ass. That was a lot, wasn't it? Good thing Starlight is pretty glitch light. Again, most glitches here are clips. Although, in Act 1 you can die in a pit. On the ceiling? Staying on the topmost route up until you get past the rotating platforms, you'll meet this guy. Don't jump on this guy, unless you want to somehow die from touching the top of the screen. This doesn't happen normally. Being at the top of the screen doesn't kill you, except if you hit this guy. Scrap brain. Nothing here. However, there is a hidden box, but you need debug mode to get to it. Final Zone, however, has a few things happening in it. Of course, you have the walk run glitch I mentioned before that can happen here. You can also give Robotnik infinite lives too, or 255 hits rather. In order to beat Robotnik, you have to hit him 8 times. So, on the last hit, make sure he's on one of the bottom platforms. Then hit him at the peak of his attack. And now that he goes down slow, you have enough time to roll into him again. Doing so underflows his hits to 255, making it basically impossible to beat him now. You just have to time out or die, just so you can go through this boring ass fight again. For this next glitch, you also completely fuck yourself. But this time we're actually gonna beat him. You see this pit? This thing that definitely kills you? The thing the game normally stops you from running into? Well, let's just jump in it anyways. First, just kill Robotnik. Yeah, fuck you. Now run back to the left. This makes you free to jump into the pit. Also, Robotnik is decapitated. With Eggman's head off, let's head into debug mode. Glitches. Obligatory debug tutorial. Activating level select first makes things smoother. Press up, down, left, and right on the title screen, in that order. Press A and start, and then boom, level select. But for this, just unlock the level select, don't open it. Wait for the demo to play and then press the any key to stop it. Now we're gonna unlock debug. In the same fashion, press C twice, then up, down, left, and right. Hold A and start until you see Sonic, and you'll be in debug mode. Tutorial done. First up, we go back to Labyrinth. Doesn't matter what act. Cycle to this pole object, which is used in the water current areas. Touching one will put you in the hanging on state. Now put one near some moving platforms, which makes Sonic hang on to any small fragment of sanity he has left. Getting hit doesn't even release you, you just get stuck running in place, trying to run away from Labyrinth. But it's a dream, so you gotta go fast. Touching another pole doesn't work either. Staying in Labyrinth, go to Act 3 and head to the very top, and travel way to the right, until you reach the boss entrance area. Exiting Debug in the right spot will immediately confuse the game. The enemies despawn, and Sonic is zipped to a far away land. Exiting Debug on the stairs will immediately kill you, while spawning down a little bit on the stairs lets you pass. Although after the stairs, the water part of the fight is fully active. Well, until you go back down, then the game's all cool. Also, passing the area then going back to the stairs makes these monstrosities. Let's head back to Scrap Brain Act 2, where we'll uncover a deep, dark secret. This unused item box, which contains TV static. This isn't much of a glitch, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. You need debug mode to get underneath this box and bump it up. Now the glitchiness comes in when you get stuck in the wall, then press the direction to zip out. Some of the tiles get way fucked up, but all the collision hasn't changed. Just some visual errors. Next, you can severely mess up the graphics on Green Hill Act 3, because that's the only zone where you can spawn the giant ring that takes you to a special stage. All you have to do is spawn it, and the best place I know is the boss fight. Simply placing it turns Robotnik into absolute graphic puke. This isn't supposed to be spawned near something like Robotnik, so of course the graphics flip out. Also, getting near the goalpost with enough speed, or from the right position, will have the same effect. Which might happen in other zones, but at this point I don't want to test it. Similar to how you can mess up the graphics in Scrap Brain or Marble, getting above a tunnel in Green Hill Act 3, and likely any of the tunnels in Green Hill, you can really mess with the graphics by zipping out of the wall. Yeah, that's the aesthetic this zone needed. Bob Ross will be proud. Lastly, did you know you can still activate debug mode in the ending sequence? Simply put Sonic below the ground. Permanently killing Sonic as God's light consumes him. And soft-locks the game. Not exactly a crash, but pretty damn close. That's just the power of seeing a fairy tale creature. Okay, starting with Marble Act 2. Literally walk over to the first moving platform. Move over far enough to where you're barely standing on it. Now the difficulty is jumping immediately after moving. Without jumping, you fall short and fall to your demise. Pressing right around here, then immediately jump. If you got your timing right, you'll be zipped to the end of the stage like nothing. But let's slow down the actual clip part, just so you can see the tight timing. Next clip is almost identical, just harder to see where you are. Get to the edge of the first moving platform. I usually look at his feet when judging how far I need to move. The last pixel of his foot needs to nearly be off the platform. This time press left to zip into the wall, then again to move against this other thingy. You'll see Sonic is now rocking a badass fiery hairdo now. The precise part is pressing right with the right timing so you don't get crushed. Wait until the left platform is at its very peak, then press right. This one took a lot of tries to do, so lots of save stating. Thankfully, Springyard's clip isn't any easier. It starts off looking easy to learn. In Act 3, get to the very top of this very fun waiting section. Make sure to duck so the screen scrolls down, and pressing left at the peak. Boom! In the wall. This is where the gamers get separated from the noobs. We gotta do a baby jump. Congratulations! You messed up! Uh-oh, you messed up again, you idiot! Okay, just do a short hop into this pillar. Then jump to fall down. Pressing left or right here will always zip you unless you jump. You'd logically think to hold left. However, that only gets you so far. And stuck. Congratulations! You fucked up! With this clip, you can go a lot further, but honestly, this is as far as I could get. I'm surprised A+ Start did the full thing. We get introduced to pause buffering and precision. Based on his video, you have to pause buffer and do very small movements to progress further. Although I could not do it for the life of me. I know, bad YouTuber, I suck, what a noob. But now you know this exists. Thankfully, the Labyrinth Act 2 button clip is easier. After the switch puzzle we levitated in, there's a checkpoint and a button that moves this platform. We're gonna ride the platform into the wall. If you mess up, there's a checkpoint and invincibility, so get to the side of the button, jump on it, and stand on the moving blocks. Press left in the wall to be flung to the end. A small clip, but it's still pretty neat. Where it gets really cool is when you press right to be flung back into the switch puzzle. What a minor inconvenience! Starlight's level wrap can be a little tricky. In Starlight Act 1, run up to the very first moving platform you come across. Starting to see a theme here? Before it moves too far down, you gotta line up the back part of Sonic's foot with the corner of the block. Once all the way down, press right to get into the floor. From here it's as simple as holding right. I'd say Scrap Brain Act 1's clip is definitely one of the more popular ones. After this rotator thing, shoot down and you'll see yet again, moving platforms. This one varies based on when you want to zip out of the wall. Stay on the platform's right side and duck when it moves back in. This nicely pushes you into the wall. At first, I could only get sent a little tiny bit further ahead, nothing to really write home about. However, on the top platform, pressing left when the platform stops moving right will get you stuck between nothing and a shield box. That's not a very useful clip, huh? Well, the trick is to jump when moving towards this box, and doing so will put you further along in the act. Also, dying may happen a lot, especially when experimenting where to go. Both Act 2 and Act 3 have a clip too. However, the one for Act 2 I couldn't really get to be all that useful. Basically in the middle-ish path, you'll see this area with flamethrowers, lasers, and platforms that flip up and down. When they're down, jump into the corner where you'll be pushed when they flip back up. Now when I move out of the wall, I just get put into the lower section, which doesn't really help all that much. You can go further, however this is one of the clips I couldn't fully get, but I did sorta do something with it. Act 3 on the other hand, bleeds into the next section. Stuff I just could not get to work. First being Scrap Brain Act 3's clip. No matter what, I couldn't get the clip to work right. You have to move up against this slanted floor to even get a chance at doing the clip. I don't know if my timing is wrong or what, but I just couldn't get Sonic to actually be in the sloped floor. Thus, I'm unable to do the clip that takes you to the end. The next one I couldn't do is the Infinite Invincibility music glitch. It's listed on Sonic Retro, although I tried forever to get this, but it never happened. Good luck trying to find a video of somebody actually doing it. Basically, as the invincibility is running out, get an extra life. Timing it just right will result in the invincibility music never stopping. What sucks is, I'm not sure what the timing is. After constant trial and error, nothing happened. The closest thing I could find to this is this guy running around after the glitch was already done. And the sprite for the monitor gets confused. As you can hear, the music doesn't stop, but unfortunately he didn't record him actually getting the glitch to happen. Last thing is in Spring Yard. The sprites for these roller enemies that follow after you can get garbled up with a caterpillar when they jump off screen. I don't know the position you need to be or the exact conditions to replicate the glitch. Whew, that's it. Hopefully every glitch in Sonic 1. I found out about a majority of these glitches through A+ Start's video, Sonic Retro, and the Cutting Room Floor. If I did miss something, please let me know. And I'll make a comment if I did miss something, or maybe make a follow-up video in a year or two. Who knows?